We are the students at Fresno City College. We are here for a reason. Some of us can't afford to go to a four-year college right out of high school. Fresno City College provides us an affordable education. We come to learn trade skills or to transfer in a few years. We don't all have the same experience. We are facing a number of barriers. Many of us are older, married, or have kids. We tend to be poor, have longer commutes, and work odd jobs after class. These things matter because they can keep us from doing well in school and life.
So I identify myself as Puerto Rican, Mexican, and African American.
I identify with being a Mexican male.
I identify myself as being an African American male.
I felt like if I was constantly trying to prove why I wanted to become a doctor, not only does it put fear, but it shows the inability of us to speak out when something is wrong, right? Because we're scared these stigma and these stereotypes will follow us, which is already happening not only on films, but this is happening in the news, right?
Family struggles for me, mostly, because I grew up with a single parent. My father's in Washington, but around my senior year, he actually was deported to Mexico. And so that was pretty tough on my family. I had to kind of step up and be the father for my siblings because they don't have that father figure. So I have to go home a lot of the time after coming here, and I still live in Madera, so it's a long drive. So I go over there, I help them out with whatever work they might need help with. Financially, I try to help them as well. And my mom is a field worker, so at the most she can make for, you know, a decent living and whatever bill she might need to pay. So a bunch of the extra stuff comes from me. We're first generation here in the States, and she's Mexican.
I think it would be a lot more difficult for African American male or female that aren't financially independent, and a lot of college students aren't financially independent. A lot of college students are really have empty wallets. So it'd be really tough, probably living paycheck to paycheck, or may not even have a job. And when it comes to getting textbooks and everything, which are insanely expensive, and some classes absolutely require it. Some classes you could probably wiggle by without it. I'm kind of a master of doing that now because I don't have the funds a lot of times to get textbooks.
I have more of like a quieter thing to myself. So I don't talk to a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of the faculty will avoid talking to me, or not purposely, but just, you know, they get along with the more social students, and so they'll talk to them more, and I feel like I'll have less of an opportunity to talk to them if I need something.
Right now, at this moment, I have 3 part-time jobs and I'm a full-time student, and it still is a little bit rough getting around because sometimes your car break down on you, and mine's broke down on me recently, so that set me back.
Also getting here, transportation was a tough one because I used to hitch a ride with a friend every now and then that friend started saying he didn't want to come to school anymore, so I had to find my own way here. And, you know, on top of having to pay for my siblings and my mom and myself, I had to also raise money to get myself a car and just be here every day. I was interested in guitar and music, so I took a beginning guitar class.
As I wake up every day, I go through this battle, right? I have to constantly tell myself I'm good enough.